Hello and welcome to What's in the Box, where I look in a box, whether that be a game or a toy or something from my past. I don't know, haven't really thought it through at all. But today I am looking through a toy box, which I have uncovered while going through the attic at my mum's house. So, let's have a look what's inside. What treats are in store from my childhood? Nearly 40. So here is the treasure chest. Let's open it up. So if we have a look inside, it's absolutely full of toys. So let's see what we got, shall we? First toy out of the bag is... it's RoboCop! Officer Alex Murphy at your service. So if I remember rightly, when I was a kid, this made noises and spoke, like I said, like uphold the law and freeze and stuff like that, if you press that little button there. But it's been in the loft for the best part of 25 years, so battery has well and truly gone on that. So good to see him. It's actually a pretty good figure, actually. I mean, that looks the business. I mean, what were they thinking? Like, having this for kids. But, I mean, that's a decent figure. I mean, look, he's got the bits on the back of his leg by his tendons and whatnot. There's no place for the gun. The gun might well be in the chest, but its head doesn't turn because his visor lights up. But what a toy. That's... first out of the box, that's pretty good. So, what's next? It's a Turtles toy. This is a mutating Slash, or is it Razor from the second film? I don't know. I'm a bit afraid to sort of prise him apart because, well, it's old and I don't really want to break it. But that's the pre-mutated face, that one there. But let's have a look how we do this. There we go. Tucker and Razor, wasn't it, from the film? I can never remember who's who, but there you go. I just arch this downwards a little bit. You can see him. There we go. And there, lovely. And the legs are all connected and stuff, because it all like opens up and flips round, so it's looks like a little turtle, a pre-mutated snapping turtle. I can't remember who's who. Tucker, Razor. Call myself a Turtles fan as well. Absolutely ridiculous. That's standing there next to Officer Robert Cop. And up next is... oh, it's Jafar in genie form as well. And the button on his back. And oh, it's for all the running away from Robin Williams' gags. Off he goes. Huh. Very good. It's obviously when he's been pre-tricked by Aladdin because he hasn't got the armbands, the wrist gauntlets on from when he's tricked into going in the lamp and remaining in the itty-bitty living space at the end of the film. Great, what a treat. Who is next? It's a bin man. A bin man indeed, but not just any bin man, of course. He is from the Real Ghostbusters line of action figures. So he puts the bin on his head, like so, and a fly's head pops out. And then he's got like some funky teeth there coming from his torso, And if I remember rightly, his high-vis sides on his overalls turn into wings. He's some kind of bin flyman and a ghost. So it's an unfortunate refuse collecting accident that got him into that pickle. I like his face. He's very Mr. Storks from When the Whistle Blows from Extras. So, oh, hey, habit, 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 habit. And then if you look in the bin as well, I don't know if you can get much. I can get much light on that. If I tilt the camera upwards a little bit, maybe we'll get a bit more light in there. Maybe not. But there is like bits of fish and guts and stuff in there. But I like his little face. He's very fun. Let's pop him there next to Jafar. And up next we have from Bucky O'Hare, it's Deadeye, a four-armed duck. The only thing I really remember about Bucky O'Hare is the awesome theme song. In another dimension, another time and space, a parallel universe is falling on its face. However, Deadeye and the crew with Bucky O'Hare, I'm sure, are going to do their best to stop the Toad Wars in that parallel dimension. However, he won't be doing much of that at the moment because he has no weapons. He's just got his 4 fists of fury for beating those toads. So, yeah, this wouldn't have been my toy. This would have been my brother's. So if he's watching, it's safe. It's here. We'll pop him there. And next from the toy box it's the Pink Power Ranger, Kimberly. Again, this would have been my brother's action figure, as I was a bit too old for Power Rangers when it hit the screens in the UK. Good points of articulation on this one. These ones, they can like hold fists, but they can also pull out their trigger fingers as well for zapping those putty patrol people. No weapon as well. Did the Pink Power Ranger have a sword or like a bow and arrow or something? One of them had a whistle, if I remember rightly, that was also a sword. Again, not really my era, and I am no expert by any stretch in them. Let's see if we can get her to stand up. Voila. Up next, from the toy box, it's a flying alien toy from the range of Aliens action figures that were released to coincide with that child-friendly film by James Cameron. Not one I remember from the film, if I am completely honest, nor Alien 3 or even Resurrection. But it's a very interesting design. So there are these claws here, and they're quite fun. That one's got a spring in it as well. So I think the idea, I guess, is you'd get an action figure and pop it in there, and it would capture it and fly away back to the nest and cocoon it for the alien queen and the eggs, I guess. The wings are quite cool, got some nice transparency on there and some holes. Not very well kept, this one, and I like the these spikes as well on the head as well. Quite vicious looking thing, isn't it? Oh, can you imagine that? But little arms, little T-Rex arms. So good. See if we can get this one to stand up, shall we? Quite big. Good wingspan there. Next from the toy box is, Well, it's just Donatello, the original wave of action figures. It's done that whole thing where old toys, the rubber used to do some of the limbs. This happened on my Lino figure actually. Is like a little bit sticky to the touch. Not that you can tell from the video, but I can surely tell. Again, this one was one of my brothers. We had all 4 turtles between us. I had Michelangelo and Raphael, and my brother had Donatello and Leonardo. And this Donatello's in pretty good condition. He's got his bow staff, his belt with his distinct D is still there as well. However, the part at the back where the bow would go is a little bit frayed. The top bit's actually gone, and that bit at the bottom is actually hanging on its last thread. However, good to have him in the box because he mainly does machines, if you're to believe the theme song. Have some coffee. Lovely. Right, next from the box is... this is a lava monster, lava creature. This must have been my brother's. I don't know what this is. Is it Mighty Max, maybe? Remember Mighty Max? Mighty Max. Oh, he opens up and there's... is there a scene in there? Mighty Max toys always had little scenes, didn't they? Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah. There's something going on in there, but don't really know much about. No help at all. However, what a fun and interesting design on him. He's got an arm missing, so it must have been some kind of, maybe a firing missile or something on there. Don't know. I will have to ask my brother when I see him. So next from the toy box is... he's got an elastic band around him and an old horrible balloon. But it's Jafar from Aladdin, pre-Genie. He's got his thumbs up as well. And his cape is a little bit crumpled. Well, it's been in the box for long over 20 years. Again, I would have thought he came with his Cobra staff. That may well be in the box at the bottom somewhere. But he's pretty good. It's quite movie accurate. The original movie, that is, not the live action one. Not that I've seen that. It's good. He's pretty good, isn't he? Pop him there. Next we have... it's a Transformer. This is one of the first Transformers I ever owned. He's from the movie. It's the Eric Idle Transformer. Again, I'm no kind of expert, so I don't remember his name at all. I know he's got a nifty moustache, and he would have had a wheel as a shield that he was holding there, because he turns into a motorbike. And I know his that pops down there. I don't know if it is the Eric Idle one. It doesn't look like he's got the little goatee, although maybe it's just not painted on. Looks like the rubber from his tyres is long gone, long frayed away, and I'm kind of scared to pop him any further in case I break it. But he would have stood up originally, but let's transform him back into bike mode. Where's the hologram? He's an Autobot. So these would have popped like that way. Yes, there we go. So his fists there would have held onto a wheel. Ah, there it is. There's the little Autobot symbol in there. And then these would have come forward like that and held his arms up. And then yeah, he would have been like a motorbike. There we go. Yeah. Not in the best shape, but fun memories of that one. Next from the box, it's Leonardo. He's without swords, and again, like Donatello, the back is a little bit damaged, a little bit frayed, and he's a little bit sticky. He's not as sticky as his brother, but again, he's in really good condition. Most parts, he's got some buffing there on the joints and the sort of sticky out parts, but on the whole, he looks all right. Does our Leo? Let's just pop him there. I remember he stood up a bit weird because he's got like stands on one of his legs is on tiptoes. He might not stand properly. Next up is it's a bushwhacker. With stomping action. His head is very loose, as you can see. Again, he's in reasonable condition for a early 90s WWF figure. Sticky as well, like the Turtle toys. So whether that's the rubber, I don't know if maybe it was just a Playmates thing. Although the Thundercats figures, if I remember rightly, were LJN, who make all those terrible NES games that people don't like. But you still got the stomp action, that's still working. That's good. Imagine his tag team brother is in this box somewhere as well. Next up we have, it's another turtle figure, however it's a transforming one, like the one we saw earlier. This is Raphael, of course, with his red colour scheme. Let's see if I can sort this one out without breaking it. So as you can see, he opens up. He's got some sort of gel-based sides. Got a little tail as well. This is probably hurting everyone's feelings, but there we are. There's the head. Whether that was meant to come all the way off, I don't know. There we go. He's in great condition as well. So of course the shells are a little bigger on these transforming ones as they are compared to their sort of standard ones. I always liked the way their shells had like sword marks and scuffs in them as well, like they'd been in real fights rather than flinging pizza at their enemies like they usually did in certainly in Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles that we had here in the UK. And yeah, Raphael's is a little bit scuffed, of course, beaten senseless in the 1990 movie, but he's in great condition. Looks a little bigger than usual, but I'm not one to talk about that, and certainly not one to fat shame. He will and always be in a much better shape than I am or could ever be, hopefully. And next from the, if I rummage around in the box, we have now, so this is a Transformer figure. I'm going to tilt the camera down as well. This is a terrible what's in the box video, but this is a half of it's a Transformer. I remember buying this, and this little guy is part of it. So that's him and his transformed, or her, in their transformed state, which I'll get to now. And I imagine the other half of this Transformer is in this box, actually. Not that I can see it offhand, so I'll just have to make do with what we have. But it transforms thus. There's his little legs. Those pop out. It's a Decepticon. And there we go. So That's robot form. But it went inside this sort of shark-based shell, which there is another half of. And I remember it did have like some kind of gun or something. But that goes in there. And another half would have gone on there. Couldn't for the life, yeah, and it had a belt, I think. I do remember buying this from Toys R Us in Cardiff for like $4.99 or $3.99 or something. Goodness, amazing what you remember, isn't it? When you, oh, there we go. That fits a bit more snug. So hopefully the other half of this toy is in this box, and I can put that together for you so you can have a good look. Couldn't for the life of you tell you what it's called, so I'll have to put something up on the screen when I figure it out. Next from the toy box, oh, it's a broken one, but again, it's a real Ghostbusters toy, and this is like a Grim Granny or something. How does it work? Does it pull that up or something? Yes, there we go. And then you turn the... there we go. It's a spooky granny. So, there she is. Oh, she's all nice and ordinary with her giant head. And then you turn that. She's got 3 eyes. Those pop out. And then you pull that up and... oh, look at that. That is grotesque. And she's going to eat you. You're going to eat your babies! She's quite terrifying. Unfortunately, a little bit broken. Couldn't tell if that broke in the box or whether we broke that. But yeah, not in the best shape. That's all right, Granny. Next up, this is a this is an Aliens figure. From what I remember, I never had any of these figures. They were they were all my brother's. But this, I mean, I couldn't tell you who he is, but I mean, he's got some good mutton chops on him, isn't he? But this guy, it's like an alien disguise, from what I remember. He's very similar to, I think, the Scorpion Alien toy, which I have seen recently. But maybe the helmet is in there somewhere. But I couldn't tell you the name of the character. It's probably one of the film characters, but who knows which one. I've just seen, and I'll get this guy out next, but it's, believe it or not, this is Bishop from Aliens as well. Must have been a deleted scene, because I do not remember him looking quite like that, but they've emphasised the fact that he is an artificial human or a cyborg by giving him a bit of an Alex Murphy-esque do and some Terminator sunglasses. I think he splits apart as well, but I dare not do that without knowing exactly how that is achieved, because I don't want to break it, because he's again pretty good condition. I'm sure we did play with these toys. Certainly my brother played with these alien toys. Wow, still loads to go. Give you a quick preview. So yeah, still loads in there. I'm sure you can see Aladdin. So let's get that guy out next. And yeah, look, there we are. It's Aladdin with some articulation there. He looks a little bit... let's get that in focus. Look at his eyes. Look at his eyes. And I thought Jafar did the hypnotising in the film. He's got a wheel on his back. That's making him... yeah, so I think he must have had some kind of swinging sword action, which is proficient if you are a player of the Sega Mega Drive game. That's all he did all the way through. He had this sort of massive Saracen sword, and he does get it at the end when he's fighting Jafar in snake mode. Those are some wild eyes. He's coming to get you. But he's in relatively good nick as well. And next up, it's a turtle figure. However, I could not, again, tell you who this guy is. Some kind of horrible pizza maker. He's got a cleaver. Not a traditional ninja weapon. He's quite revolting, isn't he? I mean, he's using a pizza slicer for a leg, and he's hacked into a box full of blood, but let's, for sake of argument, say it's just tomato puree, but it is turtle pizza, I might add as well, so I imagine quite crispy as well. But again, I can't remember his name. Call myself a turtle fan as well, let's pop him there. Next we have, it's a UK Gladiators figure, and this must be a contestant, so let's call him Doug. Doug the Gladiator, and he looks very serious and cross. He looks more like Trojan from Gladiators than anything, who played, incidentally, Action Man here in the UK. Not this guy, but yeah, it looks like he's ready to fight with the Puzzle stick, which looked like the giant sort of Q-tip. Yeah, not a lot of articulation there. Not a lot of fun to be had. Again, I couldn't remember. I did not know that they were UK Gladiator-based toys. Next, from the Box of Delights, is Gordon the Gopher. He looks a little bit worse for wear, but I think he's got like metal inside him, so he's a bendy toy. But I don't want to do that too much because I don't want the plastic to split or anything. He's still got his t-shirt on with the logo. However, as you can see, that is fraying. Gordon the Gopher. And next up we have... oh, this is part of the alien chap, I think. Yeah, I'm sure that goes on there. There we go. He's starting to come together. That's an alien fighting outfit. Like something out of that new Predator film at the end when they get that ridiculous like Iron Man suit out of that sarcophagus. Oh, it's all going wrong. They're all falling down like dominoes. Let's move some of them back. We're running out of floor space here, team. Let's line them all up at the back. Gordon the Gopher, Aladdin, get to the back there. Gladiator fella. The chef. And next from the box is... it's another Jafar figure. That feels excessive. It feels like we got 3 there. So whether one of these was like a Happy Meal toy, I don't know. I mean, this one feels more toy based because he's got a button for moving his arm, although the spring looks like it's gone in that one. And he looks suitably cross as well, or manic. Anyway, look at that. Thumbs are still up though, so thumbs up from Jafar. Yeah, this must be at the end. His hat is a little bit different to the Metal Gear like exclamation mark he's got there, which must have been him earlier in the film. But I don't know whether that's a Happy Meal toy or what. And next from the box is... it's Shredder, it's Rokusaki. And again, this is another transforming, it's a mutating toy. So he's got all his Shredder blades concealed under this kimono. I can't imagine he'd get very far through customs like that. It does look like he is carrying lots of stuff. I mean, he's already got the it's the equivalent of a leg gauntlet. shin pad. Yeah, why not? Already got shin pads on, and I think the helmet is like in the back there, and it's not the traditional sort of silver shredder helmet as well. It's like a black and silver affair, but I don't want to wreck it. I should be making these figures for you so that we can all relive the nostalgia together, but I won't, because I don't want them to break at all. So let's pop him there and get out the next toy, which is it's the Power Ranger Megazord. So let's tilt the camera up. There he is. Quite stiff with the articulation. And he fires his fists. That seems to be working. Let's have a look. There we go. Good. Those still work. Watch now as I break everything. There we go. Didn't sound healthy. Let's leave it at that. But yeah, so that is a fully formed Megazord. Although these bits do look, the bits on the leg do look like they come off at some point to make the little tanks and whatnot. There we go. That does that. Again, I dare not just sort of crack that off for fear of breaking it. Let's pop him at the back. He's quite tall. And see what is in the box next. Loads in here. It's the next part of that alien chap in his Predator suit. This is never ending, this guy. There we go. I think that goes on there. And I guess he can just sneak in, mate. Just sneak into the alien hive. You look absolutely fine. And that's some kind of missile on top as well for shooting. Shooting the nest. Sneak in all stealth-like. Fire that into the nest and run out if you can. In all this, I mean, it looks quite daft. Like, can you imagine sneaking into the base like that? All the other aliens would be like, "Who's that? Where have they been? Where have they got this snazzy outfit and extended arms from?" Got it from Shane Black, mate. Got it from Shane Black. So let's pop him. Oh, broken it now. Pop him there. Don't fall. Don't fall. And next up is it's some kind of little robot fella. There must have been some kind of flipper thing there by the looks of it. Robots. If you know what this is, leave a comment, but it's like some kind of compressed air or something I remember in this one. Makes him sort of do that. Dance, 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 robot, robot, dance. He's a little bit yellowed, much like the snares and the nares. Must be that same sort of plastic that over time reacts with air, because he's a little bit yellowed on the back and the arms. Not so much on the front, but it's getting there. He's looking a little old and tired, this one. Falling apart and whatnot. Bless his little robot socks. And next from the toy box, again, it's another Aladdin figure. Now, when did Aladdin come out? 94? So these were definitely my brother and sister would have probably shared Aladdin toys. And this is Prince Ali, where he asks to be made into a prince in order to win the affection of Jasmine. Yeah, Prince Ali there. Bob him there. And next from the box is this is half of a Dragon Zord, which was the Green Ranger's Zord, wasn't it? Who he started off as bad, didn't he? But then he turned good. Some kind of bit that goes in the middle there that flashes and whatnot. So whether that's in the box, I don't know. His arms pop out there like that. Oh, look at him! Isn't he delightful? And good, but incomplete. Incomplete. So let's bob him there. See what is next. It's another Aladdin toy. Why have we got so many Aladdin toys? His eyes aren't much better. If we focus on them, a little bit off with the painting there, I think, in the factory. But his legs move, whereas the other one, he was sort of in an action pose already. There's no button on the back, so this is simply a get that in focus for you. It's simply a sort of posing figure, and quite loose there on the arms. So that must be in a ball socket or something. I'm not sure what he would have come with. That's some kind of game. It's like a Hoopla game in a bag there, and some kind of watch, pirate base by the looks of it. And up next is it's another one of the Zords from Power Rangers, although it looks like a bit of his tail is missing. It's the T-Rex Zord, which was the Red Ranger, or Jason's Zord. Yeah, again, Power Rangers, not a lot I can say, really, because I don't know much about it. I guess if I find the rest of that tail, that's almost there with levels of completion. Let's sit you down there, pal, and see who is next. Coming towards the bottom of the box now. And we have a Last Action Hero toy. It's what's his name? Slayer the Butcher. From the Last Action Hero, though, it's Tom Noonan's character, and I think he had an axe there. Looks slightly conspicuous when he's not holding the axe, but let's not go too far into that. He's got this funky cape, and it's quite good. It looks the detail in the face is pretty good. He's the baddie, of course, from Jack Slater. Let's pop him there. And next from the box is Turtles figure. It's Future Droid. Future Droid, I think his name is. He was in the comics. I can't remember him in the cartoon, if I'm honest, but I definitely do remember him in the comic books. Yeah, he looks pretty good. I imagine he came with some basic weapons and bits and bobs. Yeah, his sort of chest opens up, so you can Donatello can rewire him, because we know Donatello does machines. So look out. We are coming to the bottom of the box, so I'm going to start doubling these up. So got some more Power Rangers figures. We've got this guy who looks a bit like Goldar, but with an Egyptian spin. I imagine he was one of the baddies of the episode. And of course the Green Ranger, who is Tommy with his very cool shoulder pads. So he had the sword and the whistle, and belongs with that Zord there. But it feels like the Power Ranger figures, a lot more sort of detail and care was put into them. You've got a lot of points of articulation there for holding the weapons, the sort of moving the arms and posing them. Whereas these sort of villains of the week, you can't turn his head. He's got the wings and everything, but his legs are pretty basic, and it doesn't look like this guy would have had a weapon because his both fists are clenched. So, but he's good. If you know his name, bob it in the comments. while you can. And then next up, it's a some kind of robot chap. Is this a part of the crash test dummies? I don't know. Doesn't look like, he looks like he comes apart, but doesn't look like he pops apart like the crash test dummies. So couldn't tell you who he is. He's missing a leg, so he's not going to stand up. He's going to have to sit there. And next, oh, this is pretty gruesome. So it's Winston from the Ghostbusters, and he's one of those sort of scared, silly ones. So you turn his head, press his arm down, and his head turns, and he looks scared. That is horrific. Sorry, Winston. It's another robot next. He is in full shape, and I imagine he is crash test dummies, because he's looks like he's made up of some part of the dashboard. He's got a steering wheel and I don't know what bit of a car that might be. But yeah, it looks like he sort of made mishmash of bits and bobs of other sort of crash test dummies. I know there was a cartoon, I didn't watch it, so maybe these were the villains. Perhaps bits of car coming back to get their revenge on those testing the cars. And they were tested for safety, I might add. So don't hold a grudge. It was for the good of people. Next, so I do remember what this is from. This is from a like a Ghostbusters action figure. It's a Slimer. Goes onto the front of there. And I think you put slime in there and then put the plunger in and pushed it down, and the slime all oozed out of Slimer's mouth. I always remember that being quite funny as a child. At the time was 007, Mr. Bond, and there's a little Triforce of power there on the back with the word caution. Next in the box, at the bottom, as predicted, there is multiple bits and bobs and toys. So let's start doubling these up again. We've got another Power Rangers double bill. It's the Mammoth, which is one of the Power Rangers Zords. It looks like the head is missing from that, so I'm not going to go too much into the detail of that one. And this again was one of those baddies of the episode. I mean, he looks quite good, him. Looks a bit like Chakan the Forever Man from the Sega Mega Drive game. He's still got his sword, so he had a weapon, so he would have definitely had a fight with the Power Rangers before beating them, or being beaten up, and then going, oh, I'm going to go all big. And then he goes massive. The Power Rangers can't beat that. They get the Zords. Zords go big. They have a big fight, smash up a load of buildings, and then kill him. But he's all quite skeletal and bony and whatnot. But again, could not tell you his name. But he's quite good, him. Quite good shape. The cape, of course, is a little bit damaged. Next up, more Power Ranger goodness. We've got the black and the yellow Power Ranger. And it looks like the Yellow Ranger. Oh, and we've got Rocksteady there as well, holding one of the weapons. He's a little bit sticky as well, like the other turtle figures. But it looks like the yellow Power Ranger is holding a crash test dummy head in their arms, in her arms. So well, that's good. Got them too. So is that a whole set? No, we're missing Billy and Jason. So next from the toy box, so we've got Billy Power Ranger. He's got his gun in his holster as well. That's good. So we're just missing Jason now, I think. And at the bottom of the box is just a bunch of old figures now. So got this chap. This is another one of these Transformers. So this guy, I think there was some kind of helmet that went on there as well. But his arms move, and then he he splits in two as well. And I think the robot is in here. Yes, he is. It's this guy. So he would fit inside there when assembled. He's quite a flexible little transformer, isn't he? Could not tell you what these ones were called though, at all. Can't remember. They're quite cool. Were they like human size? And that was the idea. They sort of could hide amongst the humans, whilst inside their sort of humanoid shells, and walk among us. Because that does quite a human-based head there. Whoops, that's actual smash there. And then, so at the bottom of the box, as you can see, we've got. So let's have a look at that. That's a turtle watch, I think. Yeah, look at that. Battery's long gone. And he's even got the little shell there as well. So that's a Leonardo one, and then here we've got a Michelangelo one. I can see the other two there. Look at that, Raphael, with more like swords than size, and we've also got Donatello as well. None of which are working, so I couldn't possibly tell you the time. And then we've got what looks like some more little Power Ranger toys. It looks like some kind of bootleg one. Because he's got he's got a sword, but he's also got the shoulder pads. And oh, there we go. We found Jason in the end. There he is, holding a massive machine gun. Good. It's half a tank there. I think that's from maybe Autobot City. There's another Power Ranger gun there. There's a sword. Power Rangers. We've got a troll. Not enjoying what it's eating or cooking. We've got the wheel from that transformer as well, yeah, with the tyre. That's good. We've got this little guy. I think this is a transformer as well. It's like some kind of rock chap. Very shiny and glittery, that one. Very good. And then we've got a little Abu there, and Mwah! It's Mr. Capri's parrot. What's he doing in there? Got Shere Khan from Tailspin there, I think. Snoopy, little Snoopy there. Some kind of little weightlifting sort of gremlin testicle fella there. Good. I think that's from Hero Quest. It's that chap from we got the big one. We're looking at that just now, weren't we? Some kind of little snot photographer. Yeah. I can't get over that. Mr. Cabby's parrot. King Louis there, off on holiday. Yeah, just lots of little. Oh, there we go. There's the Cobra staff from one of the Jafar toys. That's well, that's a Super Mario weapon. That looks like the Super Scope weapon, and I think that is Casey Jones's sort of bag of weapons. That so you know, cricket and cricket mats and whatnot. And we've got another Jafar there. That looks more like one that came with like cereal or something. It's a moulded toy, so cereal or Happy Meal perhaps. That is Homer Simpson's radiation helmet by the looks of it. And then we've got some army men, some TGRI ooze there. A battery which is well and truly burst, so let's dispose of that responsibly. And then yeah, just sort of other bits and bobs, arms and legs, a giant gun. Maybe that's from a Terminator toy or something, and that looks like Splinter's outfit there. Some kind of treasure chest and a little pot of something there. Dare not open that up. But yeah, so that is, oh, look at that, it's the genie, it's a bee, wasp genie, and a boglin as well. Maybe that's a little glow in the dark one as well. So there we go, loads of little bits and bobs and trinkets at the bottom there, and there we go, that is indeed what was in the box. So, out of everything that was in this treasure chest of delight, and indeed it was full of treasures, was there anything there that sparked any childhood memories for you? Were there any toys there that you also had or wanted as a child? Or do you think that that is potentially too many toys? But there you go, that is what was in the box. Please do drop me a like. That'd be nice if you are watching. If you have made it this far, thank you very, very much. And maybe do consider subscribing. I also, when I can, do a podcast about film-based video games and video game-based films with my friends and work colleagues, which is good fun and just a laugh. So if you do fancy listening to that, there's loads of that on this channel as well. And I will make another video when I can. So until then, until I find another toy box, TTFN, thanks for watching, and a massive thumbs up from Jafar. Jafar says, leave a thumbs up, and that would be grand. Please leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed this unboxing video. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.